A country can be born without people, without land, and still almost exist. Picture a blue flag rising over an empty reef in the Pacific. How close can an idea come to becoming a nation? What would you notice first? In 1972, a group of activists announced a new country called the Republic of Minerva. They claimed it on a set of reefs between Fiji and Tonga, far from major cities. The story matters now because it shows how fragile borders are and how power decides what becomes real. It is about law, belief, and who gets to say, this is a country. The plan began with Michael Oliver, a wealthy libertarian, who funded the project in the early 1970s. They started dumping sand to build land above sea level. Visual, map animation with route, lower third, 1971 to 1972, Pacific Ocean. In January 1972, the group declared independence and named a president. They issued coins and a flag and sent letters to other nations. Visual, evidence card with label plus date. Weeks later, the Kingdom of Tonga responded. Tongan forces raised their flag on the reef and claimed it. Visual, timeline scrub with chapter dots. Newspapers reported the declaration and the sand dumping effort at the time. Source, The New York Times, 1972. Legal scholars later confirmed the reefs were within Tonga's sphere of control. Document, maritime law analysis. Photos exist of Minerva coins and flags, but no recognized government accepted them. Footage, archival photographs, 1972. Infocard, what we know versus unconfirmed. Supporters argued the reefs were unused and open for settlement. According to international law experts, artificial land does not create sovereignty. Some details about funding and planning remain disputed. No civilians live there, but nearby island nations felt threatened. Small states worried about outsiders reshaping their region without consent. For Tonga, the act was about protection and dignity. For the activists, it was a belief that freedom could be built from scratch. Comment note, political conflict, non-graphic. Experts compare this to building a house on water and calling it a city. Law says land comes before flags, not after. This case still shapes debates about sea levels, artificial islands, and future borders. As oceans rise, these questions are no longer abstract. Sidebar. Sovereignty equals who has legal control. A country was declared, symbols were made, and letters were sent. No recognition came, and control was taken back. The final act is about what this failure teaches us. Similar projects may appear again as technology improves. Legal acceptance remains unlikely in the near term. Confidence level, high that disputes will continue, low that recognition will follow. Minerva shows that nations are not just ideas, but agreements. If this intrigued you, watch next. The border that moved overnight. This story uses public records and historical reporting, and updates may change as new research appears. This documentary is based on contemporaneous news reports, legal analyses, and historical archives, including coverage from major newspapers and academic sources from the 1970s onward. Claims are presented as reported or confirmed at the time, with neutral language. Interpretations may evolve with new evidence.